as far as keeping their hands up, the D-line, sometimes they're on a spy or sometimes they just like noticed a quick drop back and they just stop the rush and just put hands up, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of these guys are doing that, and that helps for the defense, you know, especially if you got some ball hawks. They're going to be keeping their eyes up in the air, looking for any type of, you know, advantage to get that ball. Shit. Tampa Bay has a good core in their defensive backs, and they were hurt too, and, you know, that's kind of the reason why the game was so tight.
Yeah.
We're both injured on the fucking defensive side, or at least young on the defensive side. But it was a good game. I mean, like we said, Dak played great. Well, you said Dak played great.
I mean, hey man, proof's in the pudding. The dude put up great yards. The only reason why they lost is because they scored too soon. And
yeah,
in those kind of situations, you got to just tip your cap to the guy that.
It's starting to look like fucking what is it? College. The last person to have the ball fucking usually wins.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
So I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, you're gonna play to lose, or are you going to play to win? You got to play to win.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys have the Chargers next. That's gonna be a pretty good game. I don't know how that one's gonna fucking pan out.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, dude. When you have the diversity of being a run and a pass team, it can get you pretty far, you know. But sometimes some of these teams are just so stout and heavy when it comes to one or the other that it's just like specialists can get you far too, you know.
Facts. Yeah.
I mean, golly, dude, I still can't wrap my head around that Monday Night Football game, man. You know, how Lamar. I mean, they started out really strong, and I remember they were up by 2 touchdowns or 2 scores.
Yeah.
And they had a moment where they were driving down the field for that 3rd score, and Lamar. He broke out the pocket, and he had got the 1st down, but he was really reckless with how he got down. He didn't slide, you know.
Yeah, he stayed up.
And that was really the worst scenario because that was such a big turnaround. Like they basically scored twice after that.
Yeah.
Like right after that, so it was like a potentially 21-point swing, you know.
And the Raiders defense, Crosby, he's legit. He's really legit. They said he's a real hard worker and this and that. And I was listening to the commentary and whatnot. I went and followed him on social media. The dude does. I mean, he's a fucking workhorse.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about workhorses, we got Waller. Waller.
19, 20 targets.
He is the man. He is. Everyone will talk about Kelsey. Let me say something. Kelsey is that dude, but they have so many weapons that there are going to be certain times when Kelsey isn't going to be the number 1 target because he'll eat. He'll on any given day can get 200-some yards and 3 touchdowns.
Right.
He's just so fast. He's so much faster than everybody else that they exploit that, and sometimes people just can't do anything about it, you know. But Kelsey has been the number 1 guy forever. Waller's right there, man.
Yeah, unstoppable targets.
And they're gonna throw it to him. They threw it to him 20 times.
Yep.
He caught 10 of them.
20 targets.
He caught 10 of them for 105 yards and a touchdown. So he's pretty much guaranteeing he is not only gonna give you the touches, the receptions, which is great for PPR leagues.
Right.
He's gonna give you the yards, which is over 100. Which is great for every league, and he gets into the end zone.
Yep.
To me, he is like Kelsey. Usually, Kelsey's like a big chunk guy. He may be 3 for 65 yards and a touchdown or 2.
Right.
You know.
I think for tight ends, being touchdown dependent is important.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you do get him.
But I feel like these two guys they have separated themselves. It's in my opinion, and the Kittle's right there.
Right.
Kittle's right there. But
How many
I
years have
believe.
Kittle been in the league?
I mean, that injury last year also hurt him.
That's right. I forgot he was hurt.
But I believe that right now it's Kelsey and Waller and everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Kelsey and Waller.
Now, speaking of fantasy greats, we might as well have our fantasy talk right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's jump right into it, then, my man. Fantasy talk. What did your fantasy week look like?
In my Yahoo league, I ended up being the highest scorer. I dropped 159, while I think my highest score was Thielen with like the 30 bomb. He had a hell of a game. Other than that, shit, I think the second person that was the second best for me was Lockett, and he had 27. Shit, he was going hard. No, 26. He had 26 in Yahoo. And then Waller had another 26 points for me, so,
Yeah.
I fucking just obliterated my matchup.
Yeah, man. My right now my NFL league. I have 3 leagues: NFL, ESPN, and Yahoo. And my NFL league is like just a superstar studded team. The funny thing is, I have Kyler Murray and Waller, which you remember we were talking about keys to drafting.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, if we can draft the number 1 or at least if you can do top 5 in each category, or the power categories like quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end,
right,
you have set yourself apart from most people most weeks.
Right.
And man, I feel like I did it. Now, even though Henry was locked down, there's no way they're gonna keep locking him down. There's not all these teams have the ability to get to him like that.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You want to talk? Speed kills.
Facts.
There's no. It's not a coincidence that Isaiah Simmons is the fastest inside linebacker in the league, and that they locked down Mr. 2,000 yards rushing last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you can get to the ball, if you can get to the defender before he has a chance to even work up that steam, man, he's screwed.
Yeah.
I had Debo Samuels, man, and Cooks, and I have the Cardinals defense. So this team is ready. Is ready, man. Henry.
My jackass fucking started the Jacksonville defense,
Ugh.
and it bit me in the ass. They gave me -3, bro.
Man,
-3.
that's crazy. You thought that since the Texans were supposed to be the worst team, but look at it, Jacksonville. You never underestimate the power of a rookie quarterback, man. These
Tyrod
defenses.
Taylor went there and showed out, man.
Yeah, I'm
He's
proud.
still a good quarterback, even
I'm
after
proud.
that lung puncture when he was with the Chargers.
Yeah.
That bullshit.
I hope that he does well.
I dead ass forgot it was Tyrod Taylor until the game came on.
He was killing it.
That's where I fucked up too. It was total meltdown. Don't do me. Don't be a me.
Now speaking of meltdowns, man, we got to talk about some of these players that were not really good.
You in trouble.
Aaron Rodgers.
Just like the first letter in the alphabet, he only had 1 point.
Aaron Rodgers only got me 1 point. And this was, dude, I had to go up against Dak Prescott, McCaffrey, Cooper, Thielen, all in one team. But here's the thing. I had Dalvin Cook, Montgomery, Lockett, Waller.
Squad.
I mean, dude, I almost won.
Squad.
But Aaron Rodgers didn't bring his.
He didn't bring a damn thing.
He didn't bring nothing to the table. So unfortunately, I lost that. But I'm still very, very optimistic about this team. I'm very sure that I'm about to go on a run. I may not lose again. This team is just so nasty. But you need your top guys to step up.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers can't have a bad game like that. Henry can't have a bad game like that. Some of these guys like Mozart or whatever, they were injured, so it is what it is. But when you got these guys that are actually out there and they're playing, you can't have a bad game like that. Dallas kicker, you can't have a bad game like that.
Ever again.
You know, because these other guys they're coming to play.
Facts.
They're coming to play, man. And
Shit.
these fantasy teams are so good now because there's so much talent, so many good players
Right.
that on any given day anybody can bust 20 or 30.
Facts.
So
Facts. There's a lot of garbage time points being made,
yeah,
and if you're in a deep league, it's best to have those.
go in the room, girls. Go in your room. What did I say? I'm working right now. The door is closed. I'll be in there in a little bit. Go in your room. Go in your room. It's almost time to go to sleep. It's the power of editing. That's why.
Facts.
Alright, let's see.
I forgot what I was saying.
I know. Me too.
Um,
Well, we're mostly talking about the guys that
oh yeah.
that messed up.
Yeah, some fantasy teams can be won with, third string players or some players that get hurt, and you least suspect it because, they were just on nobody's radar.
Right.
So far we've had, I think, one for maybe somebody not being on the radar. And did you have a sleeper do well for you? I'm trying to see if it was on my.
I
my
knew.
ESPN.
I don't know if you call him a sleeper, but I knew that Anderson was going to have a good game. He was one of my lesser names that I have on my team.
Okay.
Drake did all right. Drake did all right for as a Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I have Jay Johnson, the New Orleans tight end, and I have Mitchell, the running back for San Francisco. He did good. He did very well in place for Mozart.
Yep.
And I had Mozart earlier in the league, so I'm glad I have him.
Now you got a backup.
And he's on a strong team, and it looks like he's gonna be there, man. So
Yep.
hopefully he doesn't get injured. I mean, I don't need him right now because I do believe Aaron Jones, just like Aaron Rodgers, is going to go off from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I got Montgomery right now, man. I have Montgomery as a top 5 running back.
Yeah.
Last
They have a great line.
last week he put up 20 against the Rams.
Yeah.
That's impressive with Andy Dalton as his quarterback.
Yep.
So
And the Rams are averaging 5 yards a carry on
Yeah.
the defense.
yeah, the Rams they're strong. They're strong, man.
5 yards a carry? That's not great.
What I'm saying is they're normally a strong defense, but so that's a testament to the Bears as a running back
Oh, yeah.
and an offensive line, and they get to play Cincinnati next. They about to eat.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited for this next week of football.
Shoot, my sleeper was Tyson Williams from the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
as soon as I finished the draft, he was the first person I picked up off the waiver.
Right.
I didn't start him though in any of my leagues because I didn't feel like gambling that much.
Right.
After all the news, I figured he'd have a role, but it was a little bit of surprising of how well he did. I didn't really look into him. That's why I didn't really give him that shot.
Right.
Just because of the veterans that they signed too. I didn't know how they were gonna go. So, I'm glad I'm glad he did well the first week because he's definitely some trade bait maybe.
Yeah.
I might sell high on him or let him ride the bench a little bit, see if somebody else gets injured. Then
what I will say
I
is
got a
this.
backup.
I was very impressed with Renfro.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with Renfro. If he's not on your, if he's out there, you might need to check him out, man. You might need to pick him up, guys, because he's going to be a part of that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not big time like Waller, because he's not 6'6" and super fast.
But when you're in those deep leagues, 12-man leagues,
yes,
15-man
exactly.
leagues,
He's a good flex.
He's a really, really good flex, man.
And so that's somebody I would say to keep an eye out for. Oh man, I like Pharaoh Brown. The Houston Texans Tight end.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
He's a big dude.
He's very big.
Athletic.
Who I think he may be he may be somebody to look at. I may pick him up as my backup tight end.
You know, one of those Detroit running backs too.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
Swift is, has the lock
Yeah.
on that. I mean, they're producing points too.
And
Another pick for a deep league.
If you have the Cleveland tight end Njoku, I know a lot of people stream tight ends, so they keep the tight ends on the waiver wire. He's obviously a great guy to stream. They're going to be going up against Houston, so who knows how that's going to turn out.
I ended up finding Kenny Golladay on the bench right now on mines. I don't know how he landed on here.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I think he's like the second option maybe.
Right. Well, there's just so many good guys that are going to be out there. Now we'll just have to see. We'll have to see who ends up establishing themselves over these next couple of weeks.
Right, yeah, because right now, Arizona, Indianapolis, I mean, I wouldn't say they're in a running back battle because I think Edmonds for Arizona and Jonathan Taylor, have the load to cut out for them.
Right.
But, Connor is a solid back. He's going to get those reps, change of pace and whatnot.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's actually getting catches out the backfield. He's getting more than what he did last year.
And so you just got to look at what the team is gonna be looking like when you're. Are they gonna be up? Are they gonna be coming from behind?
Right.
Is the guy gonna be dumping off to the running back a lot, or do they do a lot of underneath plays? Or are they like a big offense type team? So then that's how I usually go if I'm trying to decide which one of the running backs or wide receivers or tight ends I want to flex.
Right.
Is what's their contribution? What's their target rate? Are they touchdown dependent? Do they do more than just run? Are they catching out the backfield too? And if they're checking off those lists, man, those are usually the guys I'm looking for too.
Anybody that's getting high targets, Sterling Shepard. Shit. Why not?
Now let's go in. Let's shift the gears, man, so that we can go into our picks.
Oh yeah.
We didn't start off our week 1 with picks. We just wanted to fan out. So week 2, we're gonna jump.
I know
right
I'm
into
0-1 for week 1 because I call it Bucks losing over the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, well we definitely call it. You know what? I know I won that one, but if we're going off of just prime times, I know I lost the Ravens one because I thought the Ravens were going to beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
And I believe I was going for the Chicago Bears to beat the Rams because I was going for Montgomery.
Yeah.
But I didn't really vocalize either way.
Bro, Montgomery had a 40-yard run on his first run, and they fucking ran away from him.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Nagy is not it.
So what do you think? Let's go into these.
Well, tomorrow we got Washington and Giants.
Yeah. That's gonna be the late game Thursday.
Who the hell is throwing the ball for Washington?
I don't know, but their defense.
It's the milkman. That's who.
Their defense seems to keep them in somehow. That's
well,
just what I don't understand.
You can only depend on that so much for so long.
Hey, the Baltimore Ravens.
People are dropping like flies. I don't care. Shit. You cannot put that too much on your defense. They are not the Seahawks.
Back in the day, the Ravens.
Have Russell Westbrook.
Remember with the Ravens team with Trent Dilfer? What was it, 2000?
But they at least have a quarterback though. Washington doesn't have. They don't even have a name. Of course they don't have a fucking quarterback.
All right, well, we'll see. Who do you got?
I still got the Washington.
You got
Washington football team.
With all that said.
Yeah, because the Giants dead-ass suck.
Look, the
Saquon's
Giants
on a fucking run count. Fuck out of here.
And not only that, but Danny Dimes is not it.
Somebody has to win. They're both 0-1.
Danny Dimes is not it, though.
Yeah, they need to get him the fuck out.
I'm going to go with Washington also because they do have a healthy running back game, and they can ball manage with that. And their defense is good enough to make Danny Dimes make mistakes And unless Saquon comes out like the normal Saquon, how can we, look at him and think that he's gonna be the same guy? We have to see it first. So I'm gonna go with Washington also. Raiders Steelers. That's gonna start our Sunday games at noon.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
You're gonna go with the Raiders?
Yeah. We saw they couldn't cover a fucking tight end.
You know what,
Either,
man?
so.
I think that it's a different matchup. I think that the Raiders are going across the country, and the Steelers play a really, really strong at home. I'm going with the Steelers. So that's our first one where we're going to differ. Mm-hmm. You say Raiders, I say Steelers. All right. The next game, 49ers, Eagles.
Ugh. I hate both of them.
Oh, no.
I'm going to call it a tie. No. I'm going to hope for the worst. Let's just say that. Let's go with the Niners.
I got Niners also. Even though they're going across the country for that game, I think that they can make that rookie Jalen Hurts have some serious problems with that line. I really like what I saw out of that running back, Mitchell.
Yeah, I like Mitchell.
Deebo Samuels, I mean, I'm a believer, man. I think he's going to eat. And I think that Hurst is going to have one of those step-back games because that's a really talented defense he's going to have to throw against. And I don't think he's going to be running all over the place like he normally does with that defense line. Texans-Browns. I'm already going to tell you, I'm going for the upset with the Texans.
I was just waiting for you to say that. I'm going to go with the Browns on this one.
All right. That's
because
fine.
They're obviously the better offensive line, NFL top 5 ranked. There's no benefit of the doubt or anything like that. They got to win. They should win. It's like, what, top 5 versus bottom 5?
I mean, they're at their house, but what I will say is this. Tyrod Taylor is a proven vet. He has a solid offense on him. The defense looked a lot better. They had a good tune-up game, mopping up the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right.
This is a good opportunity for Tyrod Taylor to go out there and steal one, I think. And the Browns, after that last game, could be like, they could be in a little bit of a funk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could be feeling themselves like, well, we moral victory. We were close to the Chiefs and, that kind of thing.
Right.
But who knows? I'm going to give it Sunday, man.
I know
Broncos versus Jaguars.
Broncos.
Yeah. They're going to beat the shit out of them.
Well, you know what? Trevor Lawrence, this is his first time throwing in 3 interceptions, his first L in all of football.
Mm-hmm. That don't mean it's not going to be his last.
I mean, I can see him bounce back.
Okay.
Urban Meyer's a great coach. We're not going to take anything away from him.
Okay, that's cool. All that's cool, but you got to take these lumps when you first start.
Well, that's
everybody did.
Yeah.
The Broncos,
they got a really good defense.
They have a really good defense, and they also have a really solid offense.
Yep.
Teddy Bridgewater is slaying that rock just like he did last year.
They just
and
lost
they didn't
Judy.
They did.
Yep.
But they got
Melvin Gordon's looking good though.
They got Melvin Gordon. They have Surtain.
Mm-hmm.
They have Patrick. They have Font.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got a lot of options for a guy like Teddy Bridgewater to throw to.
Sutton too.
Yeah, and with that type of defense, if the Texans could get 3 picks out of the Jaguars, I can only imagine how many mistakes they're gonna force the Jaguars to do.
And it's another home game too.
Yeah.
So
I am hoping that my boy Robinson, the running back, can't get started because I don't like these blowouts because it takes the running game out a lot of the time.
Yeah, he only had 5 points from that game.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't his best game. But that is the danger of picking a running back on a bad team because of those blowout games.
This is the game CJ's calling game of the week. The Saints and Panthers.
I just don't see that, honestly, bro. I think the Saints are gonna. I think the Saints are gonna run through the Panthers.
Yeah. I'm expecting a stomp of CMC.
Yeah. I believe they're gonna shut that down.
He had 89 and what 89 or something like that. 89 and 88, some bullshit like that.
I don't believe that. I believe they're gonna shut that down. I don't believe that Darnold's going to have enough time to get to his big play wide receiver, Anderson. But I love Anderson. I wish I could start him this week. I just don't have the faith in Sam Darnold.
Same.
So the Rams versus the Colts. I'm going Rams.
I got Jonathan Taylor, so I'm going with the Colts. And the Rams defense is giving up 5 yards a carry. I'll take that over a good Colts defense.
I think that was more the Chicago run game.
Yeah, but the Colts got a good O-line too.
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor averaged 4 yards a carry.
Okay, we'll see. But I'm just not. I think the Rams are a better team.
Yeah, they got Wentz at fucking quarterback, of course.
And then you got, and who knows? He might get. He's so frail. They might knock him out the game. Bills versus Dolphins. Oh, this is gonna be a good game.
Yeah, this is always a good game.
I'm
going with the Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins also.
Yeah.
I don't like what I saw from Josh Allen.
He got paid, right?
He did, and
That's a terrible way to come out after getting paid.
I believe that that him and Diggs are gonna bounce back. He's probably gonna try to overcompensate since he didn't hit.
I don't know, man.
Diggs like the way he wanted to last month.
I don't think the Bills make the playoffs.
I don't either. I think the Dolphins are going to take their spot. Their defense is real. They both have really strong defenses, just like the Patriots.
Yep.
Speaking of Patriots, they're playing the Jets.
It's gonna be a good one.
The Patriots are going to blow the Jets out.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know. The Patriots struggled with fucking Carolina.
No, that was the Jets. The Patriots played the Dolphins.
Oh,
and it was like
that's
16
right.
to 17 or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But they still struggled.
But that was against the Dolphins. The Jets versus Carolina.
The Dolphins really don't got much other than...
They have a very good defense. And they're young, and they have a respectable running game, and they got Tua. And, I mean, say what you will about Tua, but he don't... he's not the worst.
They're average at best right now.
But I think their defense is better than average. It's just like the Patriots, just like the Bills. All these teams have better defenses than offenses. You know?
Are those... This is a division game, right?
Yeah, division game. Both of those are.
Both of those are? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be big.
I'll say Jets will take that one.
Okay, so you think Jets going to beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
Interesting. Bengals, Bears.
Wait, who's the Jets quarterback? Zach Wilson? Yeah, I'll take him.
Okay. Bengals, Bears. I'm going Bears. Ooh, actually, this is a good game.
I don't know, man. Jamar Chase went hard. He had 100 yards in his first game. He had, 6 or 7 catches?
But it's at the Bears? Yeah, I'm going Bears.
Joe Mixon might be doing pretty well.
Maybe.
I think I'm going to ride with the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ride with the Bengals.
Falcons, Buccaneers.
Oh, well, next, Buccaneers.
Bucks. Cool. Vikings, Cardinals. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals, too.
I
have Kirk Cousins. Really? I'm not starting him, but I'm just saying I have him.
I learned a lesson about picking up Kirk Cousins.
Well, that's why I have him. I just picked him up.
He's good, and then when I really needed him most, he wasn't.
Exactly.
So I can't fuck with him.
He's a first half.
Titans versus Seahawks.
Well, one of them's coming off a win, and one of them needs
Seahawks.
a
I'm
win.
going with Seahawks.
You're going with Seahawks?
Yeah, they're at home. They're hard to beat at home. That 12th man.
Yeah.
And the Titans sucked, dude.
I'll go with the Titans. I think they'll run all over the Seahawks.
Okay.
Cowboys!
Cowboys, Chargers.
We about to fucking Urquhart these motherfuckers. Put the lights out. Sean Merriman style.
Oh, man. I don't want to bet against the Cowboys. I think they look really good. This is going to be a good game.
Yeah, it is. That's a 3 o'clock game, too?
Mm-hmm. This actually could end up being the game of the week. Chiefs versus Ravens. Sunday night game.
I go Chiefs.
Oh, man. Man, dude. The Chiefs were looking really good, man.
And the Ravens are depleted right now.
The Ravens they just can't catch a break on
shit.
They can't catch a break, man. Everybody's getting injured. And then Lamar's running for his damn life. I will say this. If the Ravens can get up to a lead and hold it, they're one of the best front running team out there because they just run so well.
Hey,
You know,
Tyson Williams is gonna get the average. The heavy workload. So I think that's confirmed now.
and
Tavius Murray got a touchdown, but he did not look good running the ball. He was tiptoeing like a motherfucker.
Lamar Jackson just has to cover that bitch up and slide. Don't stop going for the extra yards.
He might as well put the ball where the hand warmer's at.
Something, man.
So he won't lose it. He has
crazy.
that AP problem.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Unfortunately, I just think that the Ravens are very depleted right now. Some of the most important places. Not having Marcus,
especially
Peters
against this matchup.
Yeah,
yep. Especially against this matchup.
Every single aspect they need. If they had J.K. Dobbins, I would love their and Marcus.
Yep.
I would love their chances.
Yep.
All right, and this leads us to the last game of the week, which will be Monday Night Football. Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers.
Now I think Aaron Rodgers said a word. I think it was one of these years, a couple years ago. He said, "Relax." Remember?
Right.
I ain't relaxing on one point, cuz.
Big facts.
You need to do something out here. It's the Lions. We're playing JV with a varsity quarterback at golf, who's in a lower seed.
Right.
Who's from 2A.
Dude, if there was ever a scenario for somebody to bounce back after having a 1-point game,
hey,
it's the team that you just saw Jimmy G make Debo Samuels look like.
And Trey Lance, because Trey Lance did pretty well, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was
the
crazy.
Packers should really work these fools to the ground.
Aaron Rodgers, Aaron
Jones,
Devontae Adams, Tanyan,
Adrian Amos,
everybody. Everybody.
They got a cold ass D line.
I need to see 35. I need to see 35 to 10. That's the kind of matchup I need to see for the
38-3 type shit.
Yeah,
redemption.
Something, man, something.
Yeah.
But okay, so we both got those guys, right? Both got the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and just a quick setup right now. Right now, Dolphins are the leaders at 1-0. The Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers all won theirs, which is strong as hell.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers and the Bengals won theirs, and the Browns and the Ravens didn't. Ugh. My Texans are on top of the division of AFC South, and I'm gonna tell you what. The Colts, Titans, and Jaguars all got hard matchups next week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Texans got the Browns, but they're 0-1, so anything can happen, dog. My Texans might be able to if they get a really strong lead, they could run away with the.
Mark Ingram's there.
You just never know.
He's a good workhorse.
Oh yeah, big time. And they got Phillip Lindsay, and they got Johnson, all who scored on Jacksonville, by the way.
Right.
So who knows, man? One thing I do know is we're gonna be right there for this whole crazy ride, and tune in next time.
Yeah. Hope you win your fantasy.
Big time, prime time, big time.
May the waivers always be in your favor.
Yes, mine were great.
Just not in my league. Sure, I'm leading in both leagues. I had